I don't even want to give this idea, but just so you know, this is something that I'm actually still going to do. This is an example of like the 100 or so things on my hard drive that I never executed on. But I want you to know how I did this, and if you want to steal it, then you can steal it, and I'll tell you how I did it. But first, let's play you this audio, and then I'm going to tell you what it's all about. Listen to this.
Hi, I'm Carlton Flowers, creator of Studio Turbo, with a $10 product just for you. I will record an audio introduction for your blog, sales product, podcast, advertisement, or just about anything that you need, up to 30 seconds in length, with a licensed music track background for only $10. I'll deliver your audio file in MP3 or WAV format within 72 hours, or it's free. Spice up your site right now with a professionally done audio track that will have you looking like a pro.
Brought to you by www.carltonzone.com. Get there.
Okay. So, what this idea is called is Studio Turbo.
Hi, I'm Carlton Flowers.
It's on loop. All right, we've established who I am. So this is called Studio Turbo. So all I did was gather royalty-free stock music, and not the kind that you have to pay for. I'm talking like private label rights audios. And you could even pay for high quality stuff, because certain people, if you've got royalty-free music, you can't sell it. But if you buy stuff for resale, then you can. And then I used Audacity. Okay, let's go to the desktop. If you know about Audacity, you might know. All right, let's look at Audacity. So here is Audacity, and you have to search for it. It's not audacity.com. That's a different website. So this is the Audacity program where you can record stuff like this, and I can do another track, and see, then I can even like I can move this around. I can shove this over here. Now watch this. So let's go back to the beginning here, where you can record stuff like this, and I can do another track. And then I would do things like this, where we can put effects on here. So let's go to an effect, and then let's say, let's change the pitch, and let's go up. Let's slide it up a little bit, preview.
Where you can record stuff like this.
So then, now let's listen to it and see what it sounds like.
Where you can record stuff like this.
And I can do another track. And I even like figured out how you can make a robot sound. So I was like doing all these different voices using Audacity. This is free, guys. This is free. And so then I use this in combination with royalty-free music. So what the idea is that you combine private label rights, royalty-free music, with certain graphics and with instructions on how to use Audacity, so a person can learn how to make their own podcast or make their own audio studio, where they can learn how to make money on Fiverr, or like on that side, there was a site called $10 where I was offering for $10 to do a 15-second or 30-second bumper track for their podcast. And so the trick is this. People don't have time to dig up and find out where all this stuff is. If you put a package of information together where you have all of the audio background tracks, let me just play you some of these. Let me jump over to here and just pull it right off. Here's Studio Turbo. These are called frog loops, and this is like free. Like this was all over the internet years ago. Listen to some of these. Okay, are you going to start? Here's another one. I used this one I made a little report on YouTube when I was doing the gadget review. And so this is a royalty-free piece of music that was the intro to my tech show. So they have different versions of them. So that's just an example. There's tons of places out there that have like little collections like that. And the key is you want to buy those and own it where you have the resale rights. So then you can package that together and say, put a couple hundred of those in one package and then sell that as one big massive download and then add value. Teach them how to use Audacity. Make a video showing them how to turn those little tracks into bumper music and how to start a podcast. Tell them where they can get like this mic. See the mic? Snowball, whatever you call it, mic that sounds professional. Show them where they can get the mic. Teach them everything they need to know, like where to host a podcast. If you remind me in the comments, I'll tell you where you can get a site where you can start unlimited podcasts for about $28 a month. But that's another episode. And hint, it's related to my mini blog idea. All right, so if you collect all of the music and everything that a person needs so that they can have the ability to throw together a podcast, and you give them the instructions and tell them which website to host it on, where to get their microphone, and it's a package deal, then they don't have to spend half the night on the internet or several days or weeks researching because they want to know how to do it right now. There are certain people who will research and do all the work and figure it out on their own. There's other people who have an idea right now and they don't care to research. They need to get to production right now. They need an audio podcast tonight because they're trying to establish themselves immediately on something that is a breaking phenomenon. They can't wait a few days or a few weeks or someone else will beat them to the punch. So for that percentage of people, if you put the package together like Studio Turbo, or you can call it whatever you want, audio production in a box, audio studio in a box, name it something fancy. Throw some graphics on it. And then you put it all together, put that into a download package, and sell it for $50 or $100. This goes right back to establishing yourself as an authority also. Now, let me tell you something before you think somebody wouldn't pay $50. I have a friend who yesterday just told me she was registering for a motivational conference that someone who was really big in this organization in the niche that she's in, who lives in Great Britain, and she was going to teleconference to attend this big conference. And since the coronavirus thing is going on, they can't gather, so they're doing it online. You know what the ticket price is? $5,000 a person. That's right, $5,000 for one event, one night for a couple of hours. Now, people want the motivation and are desperate for the information that that person is providing. So when you establish yourself as an authority, you could take something like this and sell it for $500 because you can solve a pain point. If it's really something that a person is that anxious and impatient that they need to get a podcast up right now and they hate figuring things out, it's a pain point and you can provide them with the answer. So if you can combine something like this idea, and if you're an audio expert and you establish yourself as an authority and you have your own audio podcast and then you pitch Studio Turbo or whatever you want to call it, you could be selling this each and every day, making tons of money. Think about it. Here we are in the beginning of a major recession with the coronavirus thing going on and people who are stuck indoors, and there's folks paying $5,000 to attend a motivational seminar. The opportunities are there. If you provide the package deal for someone who has a burning desire for it, you can make quick money. So that is all I have for this one. And like I said, I'm really not happy about divulging this one because I'm still going to roll it out. So don't steal it too fast. Take your time. Give me a commission if you turn this one into money before I do it. Because I'm going to do it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay? This is Carlton Flowers. Thank you, family. Hit the like button if this was valuable, if you liked the idea, and post in the comments to tell me what you thought of it, or if you have questions about how you could execute on this plan. I need the feedback. It's for you, family. All right. Hustle Blueprint. And we out.